Alright, guys. It is Friday, and Memorial Day, I think. But anyways, I'm on my way to work right now, and I'm running always a little late. I don't know what's been wrong with me. Normally, my normal personality, I'm on time all the time, and I'm usually like up early doing stuff, but for the last like month or so, I've been like just not myself, I feel. Which is fine because I've been under a lot of stress with work and like my medication and all the crazy stuff. So I haven't been myself lately because just can't. Physically and mentally just cannot be my normal self. But I'm trying really hard to stick to that. Anyways, I'm rambling. What did I want to talk about today? Well, this is just a personal vlog, and most likely nobody's gonna watch it. So I figure I'll just check in with myself and just kind of get some things off my chest. So let's talk about work. Okay, so work has been stressful in the sense that my bosses are very kind. I've got actually a great work kind of setup. I love my job. I love what I do. And it's a stressful job. It can be, and there's a lot of pressure. You know, it's not one of those jobs where you can just kind of like slack off if you want to. If you have a conscience, you can't really slack off because people need this stuff and they need it in a timely manner, because it's important. I mean, if something were to happen and you didn't do your job well, you're letting down more than just yourself, you know. So I find it important, at least, and I take that very seriously, and I enjoy doing that. But every once in a while, because of the stress, it kind of gets to me, and because I've got some emotional problems, as we all know, that I battle with, it makes it even tougher. So there's that, and then I have a boss that's very direct, and there's nothing wrong with that. I say, good, go for it, good for you, that you do have a direct personality, and I would say that if I wasn't at work, I would also have a direct personality, but sometimes when I'm emotionally not ready, or just having a tough day emotionally, that directness can come across to me as being very demanding, and then that comes across as more pressure that I can't handle. So I don't want to blame it on my boss for her personality, because I appreciate the directness and I really enjoy it. Not enjoy it, but like, I get it. And I get that she's not trying to be mean or anything to me. But at the same time, it's just because of myself, it can be a little too much. So there's that. So there's work and the stress there, which kind of trickles into my emotional status, which I'll quickly update you on that as well. And I do apologize, my phone is shaking up a storm, and it's because it needs to be resting on something. So let's get it to rest on something. There we go. That should be a little bit better. I'm sorry for the glare. This is my way to work, and it's got whatever lighting it so chooses. Okay, next thing on the list, kind of trickling down, is my mental health, which has been a struggle. I think we've determined that, yes, I have bipolar disorder, and yes, it is very difficult to handle. I'm currently on medication already, but medication medication only goes so far. It's the medication that's available now is not like a miracle drug where if you take it, then you could become a normal member of society and move on from life. It doesn't work exactly like that. So there's two parts to it. There's the medication, which helps, but there's also a lot of like problems and stuff that you have to deal with on the other side. So I'm still struggling with that, and lately it's just been really hard. And like for the last 2 weeks, like I've been considering just quitting my job, not because I don't like my job or anything. I mean, clearly you can see the passion there, but just because emotionally I feel like I can't handle it like a normal person could, and I don't get breaks or anything. Like I get like physical breaks, like 10-minute breaks or anything, but it's not like I can get up and just be like, you know what, you guys, I need to go home for a day or so to like gather myself, because I'm just not, I can't do that without being in fear of losing my job, right? So, which adds more stress. So I've been considering like just quitting or finding a better alternative for something that I could handle, but I haven't quite worked that one out mentally and with Adrian on how to go about that. As far as physical health, there's been a lot of stuff with the doctors. I've been seeing them more often because I have a high white blood cell count, which is something to do with an infection, but because I don't clearly have a physical infection on my body at all, like any type of something happening or anything obvious, it's a little more, I guess for me, a little more frightening, because we don't know where the infection is. And so we have to go through these tests of like trying to figure out where it's at and or what it is. So that's always fun. So I have a whole bunch of doctor's appointments coming up for that, and what else? Me and Adrian have been okay for the most part. No big problems there except for the usual one, but we don't have to go there. What else? Breakfast. Food is a problem still. I lost a little bit of weight, and then I just gained it right back again, and it's really difficult. I mean, I've got my breakfast shakes down. Great. I've got my first snack of the day down. Awesome. Lunchtime happens, and the worst thing is that knowing that you have money to afford whatever craving you have. I mean, because I don't have expensive cravings here. It's not like I'm like, ooh, I want some filet mignon or anything. No, it's like, ooh, I want a burger, a BLT, or a meatball sandwich from Subway, or whatever it is. Like, I've got money for that in my bank account. So that's not holding me back. Which means that, and I have a car with gas in it, and an hour lunch. So when it comes down to lunch, it's really difficult for me to stick with the shake that I brought if there's something delicious just a few blocks away from here, That's really difficult. But I think other than that, struggling with that. my food and my health. Trying to work out more, but not doing a very good job, and just confused, and there's a lot going on, and I don't know. Maybe we'll talk more about it tomorrow, or maybe not, because tomorrow's Saturday. But hopefully we will do better. Positive things today. Positive reinforcement. Let me fix my collar a little bit. Things will be better.